Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mary and currently I'm pregnant with our second baby girl. So today's video is going to be my 37th week pregnancy update, which I'm filming immediately. I finished filming my 36 weeks pregnancy update. So if you haven't watched that video, please go back and watch it because this is going to be the continuation of what was going on during those 2 weeks. And if you like this type of updates, please give this video a thumbs up, consider subscribing to my channel, become a part of my community. I would love to have you here. And with this being said, let's jump into this video. Well, I think this video is going to be the most intriguing video, and honestly, when I am filming this video, I am so beaten up and I don't feel good, which probably you won't be able to say since I'm wearing yellow color. Like, I tried to wear something bright and put on my makeup finally, and I think this is confusing when you see someone with a makeup and brighter color clothes. You don't see how crappy the person may feel, but trust me, you guys, I feel like a car drove over me, or like, I don't know, a heavy vehicle, because I'm in so much pain while I am filming this video. I am still not through my 37th week. I have only 1 day left and then I will go into my 38th week. But since tomorrow is not guaranteed, I decided to film this video as well for you. Well, I celebrated my birthday on the last day of my 36th week, and we went to the Indian restaurant, and after my birthday party I told to my daughter that basically I am done with the most important things now and she is allowed to come. So on Friday morning, actually normally I change my week on Fridays. So on Thursday, which was 10th of September, which was my birthday, I celebrated my birthday. On Friday morning, I woke up in cramps, in like period pain, cramping, and it was so bad, you guys, that I had to stay in bed. I had no power, probably because I celebrated too hard, or I had very hard week. There were a lot of things going on during the pregnancy. We were trying to turn the baby, and you know, these movements and stuff, they make you tired. Besides that, I had too many appointments the past week, and my birthday celebration, we had another birthday celebration. We had a lot of things going on. So on Friday, I woke up with bad period cramping and I was so tired. I decided to stay in bed, and I just remembered the words from my hebama, or doula, midwife, as I told you 100 times already, that the crampings, period crampings, is nothing else than the contractions, because contractions are normally the severe form of cramping. So I experienced period cramping during this pregnancy, but they like lasted an hour or two, or they came during the night and went away. That's why I had this conversation with my hebama as well. So I started getting, like, I decided to be careful and stay in bed and see and watch out. So Friday went on, the crampings did not stop. I had throughout the whole day bad crampings, Saturday as well, and I noticed the baby is getting very, more active as she normally was. And I noticed Saturday night that she was trying to turn. Basically what she would do, she would try to turn from my right side. Her head was here on my right, and she was trying to do clockwise, but her head got stuck all the time here somewhere. It gave me excruciating pains. It was so painful, you guys, and every time she got stuck in there, she would turn back. So I noticed that she is trying to do something, but it's not happening. So I decided to give myself rest and stay in bed. And Saturday in the evening, as she was trying over and over again, it kind of started, these movements started my contractions. So I went to bed with contractions. I got a little bit scared because if the contractions go on, you may go into early labor, but like, it would be early for me to go into labor. Like, she will still be a premature baby at this point if I go into labor, because she is still weighing 2,500 grams. we measured her already. I will tell you now why. Anyways, my contractions started Saturday night. So first, in the beginning, I didn't pay too much attention to them because they were like 10 minutes apart or something. I was like, oh, it may go away. But then I noticed during the night that they're getting closer and closer and harder, and the baby just won't stop trying to turn. So I started tracking my contractions, and they were 5 minutes apart. And I got a little bit scared, honestly, you guys, because at that point I didn't know what I was going to do with Audrey, who was sleeping in the next door. I was like, if I go into labor now, I didn't warn anyone. No one is expecting my call now to come and pick up the Audrey, or I don't know what to do. So I decided just to stay in bed and say nothing and just pray that this will go away. But Sunday morning when we woke up, the contractions were very, very strong already, and again like 4 or 5 minutes apart. So I took a shower, and I noticed that they're not going away. So we called my mother-in-law. She came to us. Philip picked her up. She came to us, took care of Audrey, and we drove to hospital. Hospital is close to us. We went to hospital, and they made a CTG to see if the baby is doing fine. They saw that the baby is still breech. She did not turn at that point. She still had her head on my right side, but I had like contractions really every 4 or 5 minutes. Like they were regular. They were not as hard as they should be. No, they were hard. They were strong. They were very painful for that measurement, like for that for 5 minutes they were strong enough. But as it was still early in my pregnancy, they thought maybe I won't go into labor. So they sent me to the waiting room to wait for the doctor for an ultrasound and measurements to see if I dilated or not. And while I was in between my contractions, I just saw my belly, like my pump, moving so hard, the baby. I was like, Philip, look at me, look what's going on. And we didn't get it in the beginning, right? What was going on? The doctor calls us. We go in, she makes an ultrasound, and she finds out that the baby turned. She made a rollover right in the waiting room. She turned with the head down. And we got so happy because, you guys, I don't have to go to C-section anymore. The baby turned. On her way, during my contractions, in the waiting room, in the hospital, which was amazing and very unexpected. And we were also surprised. And the doctor was surprised because she thought she turned during the night. And I was like, no, she turned like 5 minutes ago, because we saw that on my bump, how she did that. But probably she couldn't turn from my from my right side. So she decided to do like a rollover and turned head down. And she said, okay, probably your contractions are coming from that. She checked on me. She saw that I dilated 1 centimeter, but 1 centimeter does not mean anything yet. So she suggested me to go home and relax and see maybe the contractions would go away. And if not, I had to come back to the hospital again and see if I am really into labor. So she measured the baby. She said that the baby is measuring 2,500 grams, which is okay. If she comes to the world, she said, if she comes to the world, she is going to be fine. She will be able to breathe herself. But as she may be a little bit less, you know, this is technology. They can't tell you exact number, like exact weight of the baby. If she weighs a little bit less than 2,500 grams, they have to take her away and put her into these incubators. I think it's called like that, and wait for her to mature, to gain weight, and maybe for that reason she won't have too much power to breastfeed or stuff. You know, it's still premature baby. She said it will be better, of course, if she stays another week or 2 in my bump and grows a little bit before she comes. But of course, if the nature decided and she decided to come out, then we have to accept it. So we came home. The contractions did not go away. I laid down. I did everything I could to relax and sleep and get a little bit more power, praying and hoping that the contractions would go away, but they got closer and closer and closer. And thanks God it was Sunday and my mother-in-law did not have to work, so she spent the whole day with us, taking care of Audrey, and Philip was there, and I was so thankful because at least I didn't have to think about Audrey at that moment. And around 9 o'clock in the evening we just saw that the contractions are 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes apart from each other, and they would last over a minute, and they were very painful. I could not talk during the contractions. If in the morning I still was able to talk or walk a little bit, in the evening I could not do. I had to just stand there and breathe through them. It wasn't still excruciating pain, so for me to be like, I have experienced contractions before, so it was not that bad, but it was bad enough to breathe through them and stand still and just wait till they're away. So we decided that I would go out. So I went into shower, I took a shower, I packed the rest of my bags, we left the altar with my mother-in-law, we called the hospital again, and we checked in, now not to the doctor's office, but already to triage, because with 1-2 minutes apart means you are in active labor. So they checked on my cervix, and I was already 2 centimeters dilated, which meant I was in active labor. But still, we decided to try to keep the baby in as much as possible. My contraction pain was already higher. The CTG showed that it was like around 50 already, which means it was painful, it was close to each other. They did an ultrasound, so that the baby is doing actually fine. She was not stressed, she was good, provided with an oxygen, like everything looked fine with her. And the doctor said, if this goes on like that, they may, and I start feel like if this continues longer, we have to decide if we want to proceed with the labor or we want to see if we want to keep her in. I decided to keep her in, of course, as long as it is possible. So I got a shot, an injection. It's not like against the contractions, it is more like relaxing your body and putting yourself into sleep. And the midwives there, they told me it's not gonna cause do anything to your contractions. If the baby decided to come, she's gonna come out anyways. It will just help me to sleep and gather some energy, and maybe if I relax and I'm able to sleep, my contractions will go away. So we stayed during the night there. Honestly, I don't think that shot did anything to me because I did not sleep. I was still in contractions. But around morning, like around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, I noticed that the contractions are not as close to each other anymore. They were getting apart from each other, and I felt so happy because it meant I could keep my baby a little bit longer in my bump and prolong this procedure. I didn't want to go into labor and have a premature baby. I worry about my daughter a lot, and I want her to be in my arms right immediately after she's born. I don't want to keep her away. And I was really happy that they were going apart. In the morning when the midwife came, she saw that really my contractions got far apart from each other, and the pain level was also not as bad as it was during in the evening before. And she wanted to check on my cervix again, and I said no, because I was so much done with letting people touch me. Of course, you have to understand, if you're in triage, you have so many nurses coming and going, and everyone wants to see something. You have the doctors with the whole paperwork that you have to sign, with ultrasound, with CTGs, with shots, with IVs, and you go through a lot of things. So in the morning I was just done. I was like, no, I go home. I will wait at home. If the contractions are supposed to come again, we will come again to the hospital, but if not, maybe we are lucky, and step by step they will go away. So I didn't let them check on it, and we came home, and my contractions continued till yesterday evening. Imagine, I was in contractions on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yesterday was Tuesday, and as I'm filming this video, it is Wednesday. And let me tell you guys, every single centimeter on my body hurts. Like, it really hurts so bad. But this was probably the first night where I was able to sleep, more or less, because I did not have contractions coming all the time. And I'm so thankful for that, because it means that I am probably not in labor now, but my mucus started detaching. Like, I get this discharge now, which tells me that my labor is not behind the mountains. It may come sooner, or like it may come in the next days probably, or maybe it is just because they checked on my cervix. Maybe this is because of that, but I think in the near future I'm gonna go into labor anyways, because I don't know, I just have that feeling. But so far I'm really happy that she's in here. She just needs to stay 2-3 more days, or maybe 1 week, to gain her weight, and then she's allowed to come. That's why, you guys, today, as I don't have any contractions and I don't know how it's gonna be tomorrow, I decided to film this video and let you guys know that I'm kind of in labor, maybe, or maybe not, or I was in labor, which we stopped. Fortunately, the baby is doing fine. Now she turned with head down, ready to come out. I canceled my C-section appointment already, and we're gonna let her decide when she is coming out. But I definitely am going to get a PDA epidural. I'm sorry, it was in German, epidural, because I don't see myself going through. I've been for so many days in contractions, and you guys, you know how painful it is, and I even lost 2 kilos during this couple of days. It's funny, but I did lose some weight. It was that bad, but I am thankful that she's doing fine. Yesterday I was at my doctor's office as well. We did a CTG. She's doing fine. Tomorrow I'm going back to my doctor's office. We need to check on her to see, not that she has some kind of problems now, or not that she decides to turn back again. And on Friday I'm seeing my Hebamme, my midwife. We will do, oh, I forgot to tell you, in the hospital we also did an acupuncture to kind of calm down my uterus, because we thought maybe my uterus is also in stress because of the baby's movements and stuff, and we tried to calm it down with acupuncture, which I can 100% tell you it helped a lot. I felt immediate result after the acupuncture, and we are going to do that on Friday as well. Friday, is it English? Yeah, Friday, it's in English. Sometimes I get confused in the middle of languages, you know. On Friday we're going to repeat it, just to calm down my uterus and let the baby stay a little bit longer. So you guys, this was the update. I know this video was probably all over the place, because I am still not well enough. I am in too much pain. I obviously can't walk that much, because every time I take like 2 steps I have a feeling I will go now into labor. My contractions come back when I move myself or walk, and I get this pressure on my pelvic floor, like my water will break every single minute. Like, it's painful, you guys. It's like I'm not 100% feeling well. I still think I am not done with this labor thing, but it got a lot better. So I'm glad that I made this video for you guys now, and now I can show you my bump, which changed a lot. So you guys, here is the bump for 37th week pregnancy. If you see, the bump dropped a lot. Now our head is here, and over here I have nothing. I'm missing her little head being on my right side, but my bump got smaller. Even my daughter noticed it. When I entered home from the hospital, she was like, "Mama, your belly got smaller." And here on this part now I have a bump. She is like laying like this. It's like her bottom, I think, or maybe her back, but it's so sweet. And here's the bump from the other side. So you guys, that was my bump for 37th week. pregnancy update. I hope there will be another 38th pregnancy week and 39 maybe, and I hope she will stay in my bump as long as possible, and if not, I hope she comes to this world healthy and happy, and that I come home with being healthy and with a healthy baby. So pray for us, you guys. Let me know if this happened to you as well, if when your baby turned, if you were pregnant, if your baby was in breech position, and if you are in your late pregnancy and your baby is breech and you're just thinking what to do, just my advice to you will be just trust the baby, trust God, and trust the nature. Your baby probably has a reason why it is breech, and if there is no reason, your baby may turn every single minute. Even a lot of babies turn immediately before the labor, you know, in the 40th week they just turn and the woman goes into labor. So you're fine, just trust your baby, keep your mind peaceful, talk to your baby. Visualization and talking to your baby helps them a lot as well, to do what they have to do. Trust me, I'm talking from my experience because I talk to my daughter a lot. We all talk to her and explain her what she has to do, and actually that worked, I think, more than all the things that I did to turn her around. I think that was the talk that we had together why she turned. So you guys, I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, write down in the comment section down below. Share with me with your stories. I would love to hear your stories and connect with you. Thank you so much for watching this video through. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.